Hello and welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John, where in each episode we'll stroll down the Macintosh memory lane. We'll discuss older Macintosh computers, collecting all things related to the Mac and Apple computer, and current topics from the perspective that only a couple of old Mac fans can provide.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
All right. Let's see. We've got a pretty good turnout in the chat. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Good morning or good evening or good afternoon or whatever the case may be.
Our international crew that we have.
Let's just go ahead and start the show for real.
Sure thing.
Okay, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 618 for July 10th, 2022. Good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
618. Can you imagine? That's a lot of
Right.
rambling.
When we started this, I had no gray in my beard. Let's just put it that way.
Let's see. Yeah, and I think dyeing your beard as you have does make you look more distinguished. So last week we left it without announcing what our feature would be for the week. No, we said it was to be a collection spotlight. I think we left it at that. So I went hunting for something to talk about, and I found something, and I searched our archive, our records, and as far as I can tell, well, it was never a collection spotlight in the past, which that confounds me. I can't imagine why we never talked about it. It was an eBay find at one point, and for whatever reason, the title of the episode was named after the eBay find, which was odd.
Okay. Oh.
I must have referenced the one that I had or something. I don't know. This was back in, I think, 2012. But either way, we're revisiting collection spotlights because we had no video.
You can see things now, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Back then we were doing the enhanced, which was, a lot of people weren't using the enhanced, where you could see a little picture if you happen to be watching it on.
Right. So this is much better. So we'll revisit many or most or all of the collection spotlights because it makes much more sense now, except for the people that are still listening and not joining us on the audio or on the video. We'll try to make it appealing.
Use our words. We will try to use our words. That's right.
Okay, so we'll save it a surprise what it is. And anything else we need to talk about here?
Nope.
Okay, then we'll just take a quick break and be back with some eBay finds.
Which I need to bring up, actually.
Okay.
I have not done that yet. So,
let me know when you're ready, and we'll get it going.
Right. Go ahead and start.
All right.
I'll while we talk.
You'll catch up. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. It's time now for eBay finds. Last week, there was that most likely unlicensed Apple neon sign. The seller wants to buy it now of $950, or you can make an offer. This one is still available. Ships from Italy. I think we mentioned that also last week. Then we had a color classic. This one was, I believe it was recapped, right? It was like kind of fully restored.
Oh yeah, that had everything. Yeah, the SCSI to SD. It had the 2E card. It came with a
floppy,
ton of stuff. Right.
CD-ROM, lots of goodies in that package, and they still want to buy it now of $2,299, or you can make an offer. And then the case, the Apple II carrying case. We spoke at length about this one. This is the later one, was possibly they fixed the error and took the bite out of the apple that's embossed in the top of the case. This one's still available. Buy it now, $240, or you can make an offer on it as well. Okay, we'll start off this week with a lot
Ooh.
of motherboards. The description says you are bidding on a vintage lot of 10 Apple Macintosh motherboards as follows. 3 color classic boards.
I thought that's what those top ones were. Mm-hmm.
That's the top ones. 2 512K, 1 LC475, 1 LC2, 1 SE, 1 Centrus 610, and 1 G3. And they are all untested. So, buyer beware, right, is what that means. Now, they have individual photos, or, well, at least of each grouping of board. So you could kind of zoom in there maybe and see if you can inspect.
Sure.
See if any, because it could be some real obvious signs, right?
There's one thing I wanted to look at. One of the 512 boards, it looks like the processor has something on top that was probably meant for an accelerator to plug into.
Is that right? Let's see. Oh, they have top and bottom of the boards. Let me scroll through here. Is this? No, these are the.
No, yeah. Look at the top. No, look at the top left one.
Oh,
Zoom in on that if you could.
Okay. Enhance.
Yeah. Do you see that? Do you see?
What is that?
It looks like it would be
a little piggyback thing.
Piggyback thing, right? Exactly. Yeah. That maybe would have holes for pins.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat.
Daughter board.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, so you would look obvious signs. You look for obvious physical damage, right? You want to see, right? Mm-hmm. Is there capacitor residue?
Leakage? Sure.
Smoke marks. That's a telltale sign. Water damage, whatever.
Sure.
But first glance, looking at these pictures, things look pretty good. Of course, the whole thing could have been zapped and could have fried all kinds of chips, but not bad. Looks good. Anyway, you're taking a risk there, but $399 is the buy it now for this whole lot of logic boards. It ships from Houston, Texas, and there is no make an offer. Okay, moving on.
All right. So next up, we have a working Color Classic 2. Even though the badge says Color Classic, it is Color Classic 2. Sorry?
Well, how could it be then a Color Classic 2?
Well, they just swapped out the board. There is forgive me, I can't remember the model, but there's a model. It was like the oh goodness, it was one of the all-in-ones. Basically, had the same board, and if you put it in, it was the same stats as a Color Classic 2. Which one of those all-in-ones it was, I cannot remember offhand. But yes, because I had done that. It was one of the upgrades you could do. So yeah, it gave you extra video RAM. It gave you extra RAM that you could put in than regular Color Classic board. What's nice about this Color Classic board is it's been recapped with tantalum caps. Oh. So if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper than that really nice package last week, this one will give you a Classic 2, which has got a lot more oomph to it than the regular Classic.
When I saw the listing, I got excited because Color Classic 2s, they were overseas.
Right. So this isn't truly a Color Classic 2. This is I say that, I don't want to, but it is the equivalent of Color Classic 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. If it was, it's not an original Color Classic 2. Otherwise, it would say.
But that said, with this board, it is a lot more usable than your standard Color Classic. And the fact that it has been recapped with tantalum caps is very nice. And they also mentioned that very importantly, that the analog board has also been recapped, which again, I've got a cap kit and it's daunting how many components there are on that analog board. So $660.
Local pickup only in the Seattle
local pickup
area.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I didn't see that. Rats.
Which
might be safer
with these heavier
for
ones.
plastic.
Yeah, right. I think it's a good idea. Obviously, this person does not want to mess around with shipping because there's all kinds of risk associated with that, or lots of expense. Either way, yeah. So if you're in the Seattle area, you might check this one out. Okay, and then we've got this guy, a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger, the 1993 Macintosh TV. Great cosmetic condition, not working, parts or repair.
So these definitely had an issue with these definitely had an issue with capacitive leakage on the logic board. Yeah, when I got mine, it was not booting, but I haven't recapped it yet. But I did do a isopropyl alcohol swab around the caps, and it did boot afterwards. So yep.
Maybe I should try that as a quick fix with mine. That's being a little cantankerous. This one looks like it's seen better days. It's a little scraped up.
Yes. I can't believe it says great cosmetic condition and then shows you.
This one is cheap to hell.
And they needed to do a sarcastic hashtag on their title.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one actually looks like it was shipped already because
just with a shipping label on it and just sent through the mail as is, because it's pretty
does it even
you
have
would think they would have at least cleaned the dust off.
Yeah. Well, and some of those abrasions though are through the paint, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this is was this paint or was this I believe it was black plastic. I don't believe it was just plastic. Painted.
Yeah, you're right. So those could be
partially buffed out.
Yeah, maybe.
But these people made no effort to do any of that.
Well, it's got still a fair amount of action on it. It's 5 bids already have taken it up to $202.50. They are willing to ship. It would be $50 to ship it to us here in Florida from Roanoke, Indiana. There's still 5 days to go.
That not only is it missing, it doesn't look like it has the mouse, but also doesn't look like it has the black ADB cable.
The coiled keyboard.
The coiled keyboard cable.
Yes.
Which,
no
there's a next keyboard cable that you could probably find easier than the one that was actually for this. That should work. As a matter of fact, what I did when I got mine, because I didn't have the mouse at first, is I actually bought a next mouse to go with it, because at least it was kind of color wise about the same, and it was a lot cheaper than the actual black ADB mouse that I found. So yeah.
Well, I was kind of surprised that there was this much activity for something that's not the best.
Yeah.
Missing parts and not working. And you don't even know what is not working. Doesn't doesn't even power on. Like there's nothing. You flip that power switch and you hear nothing. Like it's totally dead. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what this brings next week. All right.
I see my friend Joe, who lives in Atlanta, but unfortunately I will not be seeing next week because they're, of course, the weekend I'll be in town. They're out of town. But hi, Joe.
So they say. I'm just saying.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Shh. Okay. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's collection spotlight time.
Which I don't even know what James is about to
I don't either. So I'm excited when you tell me what it is. Oh, wait, it's my turn. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. No, I do know. That would have been awkward. Here it is. This we've talked about this before. I think I said earlier. This was an eBay find one time. This is the $1 billion goblets, or I'm not sure what they call it. They call it that. So this fairly hefty box, it's mostly styrofoam, has a cardboard sleeve, and on the front it says for a $1 billion achievement, and it's dated December 1982.
Wow.
Which was a few years ago now. A little Apple logo there. There's some wear on this box. Here, let's see if I can. I'm going to minimize you, John. Don't take it personally.
Please.
Yeah. So a little wear in the storage box, but that's all it is, a storage box. And on the back, there's a little blurb here. It says, to all employees, the enclosed wine goblets have been designed especially for the Apple Computer employees to commemorate our company's achieving a $1 billion sales rate. Rastel Corporation is by far the most prominent name in German crystal and one of the most distinguished artisan houses in all of Europe. The design studio is under the direction of the world-renowned designer Hermann Hoffmann, who has been awarded 35 international design awards in the last 5 years. Each leaded crystal wine goblet has been individually mouth-blown in one piece and exemplifies the very finest and skilled craftsmanship. Slight imperfections such as small bubbles and varying stem thicknesses are testimony to the individual quality of each handmade piece. The quality of this gift is in keeping with our philosophy of excellence in everything we do. I hope these wine goblets will provide you with many years of enjoyment. Thank you for your continuing contributions to Apple's success. And then it's kind of signed AC Markula. Pretty fancy. So I found, I almost dropped it. That would have been it. There is actually a set I saw that's on eBay right now. And it gave me, there's a little more, well, in that one it says, wait. Let me scroll down here to the description. That one it says, what did it say? It says, oh, they looked it up. I guess they said there were roughly 2,500 employees at the time. So they're guessing 2,500 were made. I don't know. You think every single employee got a set of these? I don't know. But there's one for sale. You can look it up on eBay. They want to buy it now of $699.99 or make an offer. So is there anything in here? Has it survived? I haven't opened this in a while. Let's see what's going on inside. All right. Let's be very careful here because this is $700 worth of stuff. Oh, nice tight fit. Oh, look at these. These are great. Okay. All right. So, wine goblets.
Very nice.
Okay. And it's interesting. Oh my gosh. And they are heavy. They're a little dusty. I think they could use some cleaning. So you can see.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
The little etched, tiny little Apple logo there. Very discreet. There's a sticker on the base there of the manufacturer, Rastel. And yeah, it's got quite a lot of heft to it, that thing. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know what that weighs, but so yeah, they look all intact. Everything looks good. Kind of a cool little pickup. Who knows how many of these survived after all these years?
Yeah,
I think I don't know. I don't know if I could look. Maybe I could look and see what I paid for. I've had these for probably, I don't know, at least 15 years or so. But
okay, very nice set.
Yeah, these would be great to. I should actually. I think I have another one, maybe from a set sitting over there. Maybe in the bonus.
Oh, like
round
you bought like a spare,
well,
just one single.
I have other glasses with Apple etched logos, but I don't know if they're the same. But this will be. I'll get the other one out.
All right.
So
Scarlett wants to know if you've ever drank out of them.
Have not.
Uh-huh.
That may have been the first time I've ever taken one out of out of the box.
It would appear that styrofoam has never really been removed that often, because holy cow, that's some squeaky.
Well, it's a great, if you did have to ship this.
Yeah.
Of course I would even pad this again, but still. But yeah, there it is. The Apple Rustal lead crystal wine goblets, commemorating $1 billion of sales rate in 1982.
You know, that's one of the things I have to say about your collection, James, is you've got a lot of great systems, but it's the other stuff that you've collected over the years that is truly impressive. The things like this, things like the stained glass or the neon signs. That's really the impressive thing in your collection.
Should I drink from one right now? I'll pour my coffee in it and toast it. I would if
they weren't that dusty.
If they look so nasty.
That is the dust of the 80s on there. Yes.
Then I have to wash it. Yeah, they're pretty dusty. For sure.
Well, what you need to do, all right, so what you need to do on our next anniversary of the show is you need to
toast on these. Sure.
Toast.
Drink from
That's
these.
Right.
I'm just making me nervous just handling them.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about them turning brittle, like the plastic.
No, they should last for a long time.
One would hope.
I'm careful. Okay. All right. Let's get into some.
I didn't even see. Did you send me any news?
Oh, maybe I didn't. There's the listing, by the way, if you're interested in seeing.
Theirs are clean. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they clean those. That's why they're worth the extra money. I was wondering about the little. There's this little sticker here.
Right. Yeah. I was going to ask you. Does that seem like it's something that's supposed to stay on? Is it?
No, I think you would take it off.
Okay.
And only 2 of mine have it. Made in Romania. That's another bit of information I did not notice. So you can see the details. The shape of this one's pretty much like mine.
Sure, yeah. It'll beat up on the corners.
But you can see they've only got one of them that has the little sticker.
Yeah.
So mine has 2. So maybe mine's worth a lot more. Okay. The news, I could send you the links, but it's not.
No, that's okay.
You'll see it here. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. It's time for the news. Last week we mentioned that Steve Jobs will be posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He was awarded. It happened. There was a ceremony at the White House, and Laureen Powell Jobs, his widow, was there to accept it. I think on that day, Tim Cook said, "Today, Steve was awarded the Medal of Freedom, America's highest civilian honor. He was a visionary who challenged us to see the world not for what it is, but for what it could be. We cherish his memory and will continue building on his legacy."
Very nice.
And there's a nice picture of Steve being happy from probably looks like the
90s.
next era. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next era Jobs. And there's a shot. There's video of it. You go out there, the Bay Area CBS News channel on their YouTube. They have the whole ceremony. And yeah, there's the medal. And what else is going on? Oh, new Kickstarter. You might know Steve Hackett. He's big in the Apple retro community and other online programming. Now, he had this calendar. He had a calendar last year, and I'm sure we talked about it. A wall calendar that gave all the key dates for Apple hardware or Apple-related hardware releases. He's back at it again with a new Kickstarter called the 2023 Apple History Calendar, but noting dates in Apple software history. And you go over there, I think just search on probably Apple Calendar, you'll find it. Already has surpassed his goal of $5,000 up to $28,000. There's
still great. That is really
26
neat.
days to go, and 653 have backed the program.
Fantastic.
And I think there's a sample here, like April 2023. So it's kind of a low-res picture, but you can see all the
I
love dates.
him using the you've got the 6 colors and all the different dates. Looks like he's got a lot of facts. That's really nice. Yes.
And what's it going to cost you to back this project? If we go in here, let's see. You can just pledge $5 and you get a digital wallpaper pack. But if you want the actual calendar, it's going to run $32 and it'll be delivered in November. So
but I do like that it comes with digital wallpaper pack. The wall
comes
calendar.
with that too, and an ICS online calendar, right? So you can just add it to your. So you have it actually digitally, and you can hang it. Now I don't know. I have to go back and watch the video. I don't. There's the dates on. What's that? Well, there's the dates on the calendar itself, but I guess that's the cover of it. What I guess I'm wondering is what the inside pictures might look like. I'm sure there's like a prominent Apple software, either a screenshot or a box art or something each month. But there's no sample here. Oh no! Oh, is that?
No, that is a wheel. That is a wheel of no. It's one of the wheels for the Mac Pro, the cheese grater. Yeah.
What does that have to do with the?
Well, it just says he took that picture.
Oh, does it have anything to do with the calendar? I don't
know. I don't
know. That's a prominent Apple software project. Anyway, so there it is. People still like wall calendars, like to hang them on the wall and
absolutely
at a glance see what day it is. Hop on over to Kickstarter.com and back this. I think I shall. Okay.
So I recently upgraded my MacBook to Monterey. There's my wonderful MacBook.
Show that again. Hold that up and show it slowly. You have a skin that
I made a skin in the Apple II.
Yeah, it looks like the lid of an Apple II.
Yeah, I think I've got that. I'm pretty sure I've got that file on my DeviantArt page. If not, I'll make sure to put it on there. But yeah, it turned out very nice. I was very happy with it. I'd also have a variation where it says, Apple MacBook on the bottom as opposed to Apple Computer.
Yeah, something on the bottom as well that covers.
No. That's just the you want to cover the bottom. Anyway, but. So I'm of course having to go through and upgrade all my emulators for Sheep Shaver, Basilisk 2, and I think what we need to do is do an episode of what emulators are still working. I haven't even gone through and tried to see if there's any Apple II GS emulators that'll work on Monterey yet, but I'm happy to say the Basilisk 2 and Sheep Shaver, obviously two very important ones, are working just fine.
I guess I'm wondering, aren't they all? I mean, even if they're not native to the M series chips, they're translated.
These aren't M series. This is still Intel.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you're just worried about the operating system compatibility. That's right.
Correct. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Let's close out the episode, and then I'll go find that other wine glass.
Okay.
Let's go in 3. Well, let me 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, next week we'll be back. John and I record this remote. This will be a little separated even more because you'll be up in Atlanta.
Yes. Well, hopefully this experiment works where I'll be able to do, my section live from the event.
Vintage Computer Festival Southeast 9.
Of course, a lot of that's going to depend on cell reception there. if they've got a Wi-Fi hotspot, I might be able to access their Wi-Fi. We'll see. We'll see. I'll scope it out on Saturday and let everyone know.
Well, let's see. When does the thing open? Will be 8 here, be 9 there? Are they even open at 9? Will you be able to jump in?
That's a good question. Well, all right. So my contingency plan is to actually record some stuff on Saturday, just in case, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I was going to maybe do some interviews on Saturday. If that's the case, then I'll just get you that footage.
Yeah.
From our hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. So either way,
you can jump in with me from wherever you might be at that time.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, it's Vintage Computer Festival Southeast. If you're in the area, stop in, say hi to John. He won't have a booth. It'll be just
no booth.
Roaming.
Nope. Just look for the big guy wearing a RetroMacCast t-shirt. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next week, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
Okay. All right, let me see if I can find this right over here.
In the meantime, so somebody mentioned that more stickers than my kids have. One of the nice things is all the stickers and everything are actually on the cover. I've got a plastic cover, and even the overlay, the thing that looks like a 2E is just a piece of paper underneath there. So if I take this off, it's just a pristine MacBook underneath.
Okay. Am I interrupting?
All right. What you got?
Hello? Yes. Okay.
Hello.
So I have one of the cabinets has the glassware in it, but I threw in this one there. I just thought I'd show it because it's cool. This has nothing to do with the glassware. This is the remember this? Did you ever get one of these things?
No. The Woz Lego.
Yeah, it's the minifig. This is obviously not licensed Lego stuff. This was associated with the person that was doing the Lego little dioramas or something like that, and they had this shirt with the little Woz minifig, and it has an actual chip on it.
And it's like a 6502?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I don't even
awesome.
know how it's attached, if it's a magnet or whatever. I've never taken it out of the bag. This was, I don't know how many years ago that they had these things. So anyway, yeah, that's neat. So, all right. So I found there were two kinds of glassware in there. So here is, let's remember, this is what I showed earlier, right? That's the
right.
$1 billion goblet. And then I found this one in there, little baby one, but with a bigger Apple logo. So yeah, smaller. I don't know I got this a long time ago. I don't know what the provenance on it, but it's got the registered trademark logo etched in it. It's got, it's probably as legit for some other event.
Sure.
Slightly different shape. It's more like a pear.
Right. And I'm also looking, if you look at the shape of the apple on that one versus the shape of the apple, it looks like it's the newer Apple logo.
Probably newer.
So
yep.
Yeah.
This one's dusty too. I don't see any other marks. It's got a faceted stem. Okay, so I got that one. And then look at this. Wait a minute. Is this possible? And actually, I've even got more than I do have some downstairs in the kitchen that I did set aside. I'll have to see someday how those compare. But this is the other one that I found, and it's got something inside. You know what that is? Inside?
Oh, what? Oh my gosh! You've got Captain Crunch whistle.
Right.
Wow! Is that like an actual?
Yeah.
There's people who you can 3D print one of those now if you want.
Oh, really?
That's an actual from back in the day.
Right. This is
an eBay find, I'm assuming.
I got it on eBay a long time ago. It looks like it's broken. It had a little little hole there where you could maybe
Oh.
stick a lanyard, but it's kind of chipped. But you might be able to still. I haven't looked in years. Now, of course, the significance of this is right. It generates the
that's really
tone that could mimic a tone that the telephone company used, and somehow you could get free long distance or something like that.
Right.
It was what Captain. The guy called himself Captain Crunch as a result.
Right.
I forget the gentleman's name, but he sold these. He used this, and then he sold he gave the idea of the blue boxes or whatever he had.
Right, to Woz and Jobs. When they famously called the Pope and all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Right. I think they called the White House too or something. Yeah, so these are kind of cool to have a little bit of history.
Heck yeah.
These came in cereal boxes way back in the
that is
70s. Right?
That is great.
I just threw that in the scalps. Oh yeah, so getting back to the goblet. So this is the one that came out of that box.
Right. Yes.
This is the one that held on to my Captain Crunch, and
is it slightly larger?
No, this is from the same. They're the same.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's great. You've got basically a spare.
I have extras.
Yeah.
At least one extra, and maybe 2 more downstairs or 3 more. I don't know. I have to.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I never realized that this one sitting in my cabinet was the same as the ones stored away in this box. So a little discovery from the collection today, and
that is great.
Some nice, that is fun really stuff.
Good. So I'm going to go ahead and share a link to my DeviantArt page.
Okay.
It has that skin for the MacBook. It also had my Think poster, the clock face that I did for the Gizmo clock.
The Gizmo, yeah. Nice.
And Mater Tectura font that's got an S, the proper S in it, and a couple other things that I've done over the years. So
great.
Also the color original Apple logo that I did a couple years ago.
The colorized,
the colorized,
under the tree. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lots of great.
So feel free. That's also use it however anyone would like. So
okay, terrific. Well, thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll catch up with you next week. And let's see, how do we do this? We show that.
Thanks for listening to the RetroMacCast with James and John. Email listener comments and questions to retromaccast@gmail.com or post comments on our website at www.retromaccast.com.